Did you know that people in the United States spend 146 days, or about 5 months per year, exposed to media? Have you ever wished you looked like a celebrity and felt that you just didn't measure up? My name is Sarah, and today I'll be discussing the power of mass media and its negative influences on the ideal standard of beauty. Studies show that by the age of 13, 53% of American girls are unhappy about their bodies, which increases to 78% by the age of 17. To explain this phenomenon, I will discuss the history of mass media and its impact on the body image of men, women, children, and the physical and psychological issues that come from it. Mass media started in 18th century London, where manual printing presses were used to print novels and magazines. With the invention of the telegraph and the phonograph and still photography, it led to further advancements into the 19th century, such as steam-powered printing presses, the television, and radio. Coupled with a spike in literacy and mass circulation, it catapulted mass media into the 20th century, where media is easily accessible in the average household. Let's take a look at men in the media. Men are usually portrayed as muscular and macho, as you can see in these pictures. They are constantly told to get bigger, display power, strength, dominance, and sexuality. They are also linked with manly things such as sex, sports, cars, and beer. Men are also discouraged against being emotional, irrational, and submissive because these are considered to be feminine traits. The race to attain all of these physical aspects results in low self-esteem and depression. Studies also show that these negative feelings may lead to aggressive and risky sexual behavior. However, body image struggles that men face is completely incomparable to that of a woman's, because women face a higher ideal standard of beauty. Aging is also not a very big deal for men, as the saying goes that men age like fine wine. Now let's take a look at women's struggles. Women are constantly told by the media to slim down and be smaller in size and be more toned. On top of that, they must also have flawless skin, large breasts and butts, and stay youthful. They must also do all of these things to be considered beautiful to attract men. This is done by constantly sexualizing and objectifying women and telling them how to please their man and be more sexually desirable. Women are also deemed less and less desirable the more they age. Because of this, women struggle with low self-esteem, depression, and lowered academic performance, along with, in worst case scenarios, eating disorders. Did you know that about 10 million people in the United States suffer from anorexia and bulimia, and that a staggering 90% of them are female? Common symptoms include diabetes, kidney and liver failure, cancer, heart trouble, and in worst case scenarios, death. This also impacts social relationships and an increased likeliness to develop substance abuse issues. Now let's take a look at how media affects children and adolescents. Statistics show that by the time a child is 15 years old, he or she will have spent more time watching TV than attending school. This explains how sexual stereotyping begins at an early age. Studies also show that the time spent watching TV is associated with high levels of dissatisfaction and body image. "56% of commercials watched by teenage girls are frequently used
Mm.